What is going on, guys? This is Miasin. So I just came back from YCS Rally today, which explains why I'm uploading this video super late. I am very tired. I barely slept. Just before we start, there is something I wanted to say. A few months ago, I made a video basically stating that I am banned from pre-registering from YCSs. And I actually learned very recently, actually this Friday, that this ban is permanent. So yeah, it's kind of crazy that, you know, you make one mistake and then it affects you for the rest of your life. But basically, I can kind of contact Konami to kind of maybe like potentially change like my situation, but the only way they can change my situation is by changing the policy. So in other words, I can kind of forget about it. But yeah, moral of the story, don't pre-reg for YCS if you are not 100% sure you're going, or at least cancel right before. Otherwise, you know, you're gonna have the same problem I do. But yeah, anyways, we got a bunch of new cards to reveal, so let's start review Jesus. So yeah, with that being said, let's get right into it. I am very energetic, as you can clearly tell. Anyways, the first card is Mulch Muli Purial. I'm not even gonna try. Level 4 Water Aqua Garbage stats. During the turn you activate this card's effect, you can only activate one whatever monster effect, not counting this cards. If you control no cards, no material 2.0, you can discard this card, apply these effects for the rest of the turn. It discards itself, so you can use it under Shifter. That's nice. Each time your opponent normals or special summons a monster from the hand, immediately draw one card. Okay, yeah, sure. I can see this card being pretty nice against Flunderies. I'm gonna make a full video just on this card, by the way, so I'm not gonna be giving like all of my in-depth thoughts on it yet, because it is a very interesting card and people have talked about it quite a lot. Anyways, during the end phase, the number of cards in your hand is more than the sum of cards your opponent controls plus 6. Shuffle random cards from your hand into the deck until equal to that sum. It's in a way worse than Phantasme as well, because you do have to shuffle cards randomly, so you might actually make your hand worse potentially, which is kind of unfortunate. But you know, that's only super relevant if your opponent has like almost no cards on the field and you got like a bunch of cards in the hand. Alright, not too bad. Anyways, let's get into the more cards. Christian Witch, Jungle Dweller, Multi-Universe. I'm not gonna read them, they are all complete trash. Same thing with them. Vul Boil the Dragon Undertaker. It's an illusion monster that summons itself from the hand, doesn't do shit. Aiza, this card sucks. Hagar, Lizard Doze, two monsters with different names. This one's actually kind of interesting though. You can banish one monster from... I hate when YGO does that. If there's a way to disable this, right? I'm just selecting text, and then the freaking thing pops out of nowhere. It's super annoying. But yeah, anyways, you can banish one monster from your face-up field or grave with 2,000 or less attack, then target one face-up monster on the field. Make its attack become equal to its original attack. To the original attack of the monster banished to activate this effect until the end of this turn. Then if you banish the monster that was originally a reptile, draw one card. The only thing that really matters is that this is a generic Link 2 that allows you to banish a reptile from your grave to draw one card. Nothing else is relevant. Yeah, because Link 2 monsters, right, they're either like kind of broken or they do nothing the majority of the time, or they're utility, like they're going second cards, but they don't really make you go plus. They make your opponent go neg. This one actually makes you go plus. So I can't really say anything like negative about it. It's honestly a pretty nice card. I do like it. Okay, now we've got warrior cards. A Pyrite Knight, a level 5 Earth Warrior. If this card is in your hand or grave, you can... Oh, in your grave, okay. You can target one warrior, earth, or fire control except Pyrite Knight. Return it to the hand, and if you do special summon this card, then summon one token to your opponent's field in defense. Okay, sure. During the battle phase, quick effect, you can special summon one warrior monster from your hand, and you can only use each effect once per turn. If Isolde was a thing, I actually think this card could have been pretty nice. And giving a token to your opponent's field can be nice in order to dodge Imperm. It's an interesting card. It doesn't suck necessarily, but this is just bad timing for generic warrior support. So yeah, maybe in the future I could see this card being played. It's not like complete trash. But this card kind of is. Battle Guard Echoes. Continue spell. When this card is activated, you can add one level 5 Earth Warrior monster from your deck to your hand. Then discard one card. Yeah, that's not really good. Once per turn, if a monster is returned from the field to the hand, even during the damage step, you can activate one of these effects. So either add a Battle Guard Rage or Battle Guard Howling from your deck to your hand. This effect synergizes with the effect of Pirate Knight because you are bouncing back one of your warriors. So you get to search like one of these cards right away. Or change one face-up monster on the field to face-down defense. Okay, interesting. And then you can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. Don't really have much to say about it because these cards are dog shit, so yeah, whatever. Anyways, double die. Normal trap, you can, hold on a second, activate one of these effects. I feel like I've read this card, though, in a video. If you control no monster, special summon one level 4 warrior monster from your deck. Yeah, whatever. It's a trap, it's slow. Target one warrior monster you control, special summon one earth warrior with an equal or lower level from your deck or grave. No, this card sucks. It's a trap card. Okay, 3 as 1 with the Ojamas on the card. Okay. During your opponent's end phase, the combined number of cards they control and in their hand is greater than the combined number of cards you control and in your hand. Special summon 3 normal monsters from your grave. That's garbage. You can banish this card from your grave, then target 3 monster cards you control with different names. Set original names. Set 1 spell or trap from your directly from your hand or deck that mentions all 3 of those cards' original names. This card is really bad. Okay, and then we've got Memento Mictlante. Earth Illusion, 3 Memento monsters. You can only use all 3 effects once per turn, goddamn, and you can't activate the first and second effect in the same chain. If this card is Fusion Summon, you can send question mark Memento cards from your deck or extra deck to the grave. That's interesting. I love this. It's my favorite number. You can target the same number of Memento cards you control and cards your opponent controls, destroy them. That's really good. That's very good. And then you can banish this card from your grave, add one Memento Mictlan from your deck to your hand. Everything about this card is great. I have no complaints. Very nice. It's a step into the right direction, I want to say, for non-mechanical Memento. Normal trap, we don't have the name yet. You can only activate 1 card with this card. I'm actually going to KMS. With this card's name once per turn, if your opponent controls a card, you can activate this card from your hand. Oh, okay. When a card effect is activated, that includes an effect that adds a card from the deck to the hand. For the rest of this duel, after this card activated from the hand resolves, you cannot activate Dark, Water, and Fire monster effects. Also negate the activation. Then if you have a trap in your grave, destroy that card. I actually hate when they do that, where it's like, they start with a drawback, and then it's the effect at the very end. But yeah, I understand. It's basically like another copy of Ash. We just don't have the artwork, but it's actually a really cool card. And you do negate the activation, though. You don't negate the effect, which actually kind of makes it worse if your opponent is using a card like, let's say, Cyber Emergency. You're not trying to negate that. You're not stupid. If you negate the activation, then your opponent can recycle it and then use it again, which is no bueno. But if you're negating the effect, your opponent doesn't get back the recursion, and he can't use it again. So it does hurt like crazy. And not being able to use Dark, Water, and Fire monster effects means that you can still use Light, Earth, and Wind. Yeah, Wind is trash, but Light is pretty good. It's basically a hand trap. I mean, it's literally a hand trap. It's a normal trap card that you activate from the hand if your opponent controls a card, which he will always do. So, yeah, that's quite nice. I do like this card, and again, another card that is worth just making a video just on that. Okay, so basically, now we've got the confirmation that it sends 3 Memento cards from your deck and your extra deck, and that is the artwork of it, the Fusion monster. But we also got the Sheep, level 3 monster. If your monster in your possession was destroyed by card effect this turn, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Not bad. The gimmick of Memento is that you're always self-destructing. If this card is normal or special, you can fusion 1 Memento Fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or field as material. Okay, not bad at all. And if this card is destroyed by battle by card effect, you can send 1 Memento card from your deck to the grave except itself. I'm pretty sure there's like a monster reborn when it's destroyed or foolish or something. So yeah, you're gonna be able to trigger that. Not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, I mean, there isn't really nothing else to say for me. The Fusion monster is like particularly good. The Sheep, I don't know just how good it is, but I don't really know much about Memento. Oh my god, I'm about to die. Anyways, we got some more recent cards this time. Centurion Atri, level 4 Dark Dragon Tuner. You can only use the first and third effect of this card's name once per turn if this card is normal or special summoned, and you have an Emblema card and a Centurion card in your grave. You can draw 1 card. Also, you can now special summon this card for the rest of the turn. It does look a little hard to have both an Emblema card and a Centurion card in your grave, but I mean, it can be achieved. And if this card you control would be used as a synchro material, you can treat it as a non-tuner. Wow, okay, so it's a tuner or a non-tuner. And then obviously it has the typical Centurion effect. So this card's good just because it's a tuner. It didn't really need any other effects, so it's definitely nice. I will take it. And we've got a quickly spell, Emblema Atonement. You can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn. Banish 1 face-up Centurion monster card from your spell and shop zone. Then target 1 card your opponent controls, banish it. I don't know how necessary this is. Anyways, if the set card is destroyed or banished by your opponent's activated card effect, you can place 2 Centurion monsters with different names from your hand, deck, graveyard, and or banished face-up in your spell and trap zone as continuous traps. It has to be if the set card is destroyed. So if your opponent goes like Cosmic and then you chain, you're not getting its effect. It's kind of like the Unchained trap cards. Yeah, so, I mean, it doesn't suck, but I think the monster is, like, a little better. So, yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Some new Valmonica support, okay. Valvar, Valmonican, Hollow Hymn. Yeah, I think you can tell I'm getting tired of reading these cards. Most of them just require, like, too much brain power for me to analyze. It's annoying. Anyways, Link 2, Water, 3k attack. Yeah, I mean, that's Valmonica for you, right? The Link 1s take like 10 years to summon. But yeah, 2 monsters, including a Valmonica Link monster, unaffected by non-Valmonica card effect while you have 6 or more resonance counter on cards you control. That's the reason why these monsters are super hard to summon and super weird. Like you can summon them with 1 card, but you need a bunch of counters on your field to be able to do anything with them. Anyways, for each level 4 Valmonica monster control, this card gains 1 additional attack during each battle phase. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's 3k attack, and it can attack a bunch of times. Once per turn, when your opponent would special summon a monster, quick effect, you can negate the summon, and if you do destroy the monster, then remove 3 resonance counters from your field. Yeah, it's a Solemn Warning, so I mean, everything about this card is pretty good, so I'll take it. My only issue is just how realistic is, you know, summoning this card. It's a Link 2, but don't get fooled by that. It's gonna be really hard to summon. Anyways, Valmonica Creator, Continuous Chab, you can only use the 2nd and 3rd effect once per turn. Valmonica Link monsters you control gain 1200 attack while you have 6 or more resonance counters on the field. If you're on your field, if your opponent special summons a monster, you can immediately after this effect resolves, Link summon 1 Valmonica monster. I'm sure this is a good effect. And if this card is sent from the hand or field to the grave, you can place resonance counters on 1 card in your pendulum zone that you can place resonance counters on until it has 3. This is a very complicated way of just saying place 3 resonance counters on your pendulum card if it has 0 or 2 or 1, if it already had, you know, in the first place. I don't know. Yeah, it's a good card, but like, again, just, it requires too much brain power, but this card is potentially even worse, actually. And it is also the last card I will be reviewing today. So it is Flash of the Evening Star. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name once per turn. If your opponent controls 2 or more monsters than you do, your opponent can send any number of monsters they control to the grave. Also, you apply this effect based on the number they control. So if they control 0 monsters now, you have your own life points. If they control 1 monster, your opponent gains 2000. If he controls like 2 monsters, banish your opponent's entire hand face up until the end phase. Okay, so that's the Atlantean thingy, yeah. And 3 or more, your opponent cannot activate monster effects for the rest of the turn. That basically gives you like an Azathoth in case your opponent wants to keep like a lot of monsters. Yeah, it's kind of like an even lead that doesn't make you waste your battle phase. Very interesting. But yeah, like the thing is, if there's like only 2 relevant monsters that your opponent really needs to keep, then still though, like your opponent keeps 2 and then you banish like every hand shot from your opponent's hand, it's not too bad. If your opponent has like freaking 3 monsters and wants to keep like all of them, he's gonna get like really punished. My issue is that this card can be responded, so it does have like an inherent weakness. It doesn't do anything about continuous effects, which is fine. I think this card is like one of the coolest cards I've reviewed in a while. Worth making a full video on just for like the deep like mechanics, because it is really promising. But yeah, so this card and then this card right here, the Maxi quote-unquote, as well as there was another one. Hold on a second, I'm stupid. Oh, actually, yeah, it was the hand shop. Yeah, the hand shop's really nice. Yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about these cards in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.